and you can hear it from the outside. I passed some friends and they've told me that you can hear this car very loud from the outside, way louder than in the other modes. So hello people, this is Moscarblog and check this out. In front of me is the brand new 2024 Lci X6 40D, the strongest diesel variant of the BMW X6, and it just got improved and it looks so much better than before, especially here on the front. So in this video I'll show you the exterior, the interior, and take it out for a drive. So let's go. At the front here, BMW has put some brand new LEDs. Those are not laser lights, those are the LED lights. The grille looks super nice because it's actually like matte black painted. It looks so good. A black bumper part here, which is also painted in black, but not matte black. We've got the air intake here looking very good, and the sensors are hidden well in here. And this grille here actually lights up at night. It's got the iconic glow, and under this bonnet we've got a 3-liter straight 6 diesel putting out 352 horsepower and 720 newton meters of torque. It's a mild hybrid system, and this car starts from around 103,000 euros, which makes it cheaper than a GLE 450D Coupe. And I've also compared those two, so make sure you check out this video when it comes out. So people, here also at the front we've got a very aggressive front bumper design. It could be an M model. This is how aggressive this car actually looks, and it's very beautiful when we go to the side here. And we've got 22-inch wheels here in this black, and they don't even look that big because this car is absolutely massive. But those are 22-inch wheels, a beautiful red M Sport brake, which also looks very nice, and a black little skirt down here, the black at the side of the windows. The car just looks very good for a BMW X6. This is how an X6 is supposed to look like, and it does tick all the boxes. At the back we've got 315 section tires, and at the front it's 275. At the back also we've got like a double spoiler. Look at this. There's some little air spoilers, something like this here on the roof, which look very good. And we've also got this black amazing looking spoiler. This looks straight out of an X6M. Just look at this. It looks very aggressive. The whole back looks very aggressive. Look at it here, X6 40D. You can actually see the exhaust in here. We've got a white diffuser here, and this under part is actually painted in gray. It's not black, it's like a grayish, a deep gray. Look at it, the exhaust is darker than it. And all in all, I think the X6 looks absolutely perfect. X6, X-Drive 40D, this is the one you want to have. Or the X6M, which is an absolute monster. But if you want a daily driver which consumes nearly no fuel at all for its weight and its horsepower, you have to get the X6 40D. This is the key, by the way, the brand new, like on the i7 or the XM, and when we open up the trunk, we are greeted by 580 liters of space, and when we fold down the seats, it's above 1,500 liters, which is very good for a coupe SUV. It looks really good from the outside. It is just the perfect daily driver in my opinion. It weighs a lot at 2.3 tons, but the 352 horsepower and 720 newton meters make up for it. It looks super good in this white as well. And let's now go to the inside and talk about the inside. So people, moving on to the back of the X6, we have the beautiful Nappa leather quality here. Our window switch down here, the Harman Kardon sound system here and here. A space for the bottle. I really like that about BMW. There's a lot of bottle spaces. Aluminum for a door switch, and we've got a sunshade for even more privacy behind the privacy glassing. Look at the interior here at the back. It looks absolutely lovely. The seats, the leather, the M seat belts, it looks super nice. And let's now move to the inside and check it out from the back. So people, on the inside, as you can see, loads of knee space here, despite me being in a very back driving position. Alcantara roofliner here looking very good. We've got the USB-C ports and something for a screen to hold a screen mount here. We've got a dual climate control zone here with heated seats, a storage space down here which goes actually pretty deep, 12-volt sockets, amazing leather quality here, amazing headspace actually. I'm not even touching the roof at all in a coupe, and I'm a grown adult. The Alcantara roofliner, I wouldn't even mind if my hair would touch the Alcantara roofliner. Sunroof here at the top, which also lights up nicely at night. In the middle here, look at this. We can fold this out, rest our arm here, get this out with cup holders here, 2 cup holders, and we can open this and put some paper or something like this down here, but it's most likely going to be an armrest. Very nice place and to be here at the back of the X6, honestly. Let's now go to the front and talk about the front. So people, at the front here, beautiful Nappa leather with stitching, the buttons to close the door, aluminum door handle, memory seats, two memory functions here, the massaging seat. We can also press this button to control the passenger seat, and a button for our boot lid here. Harman Kardon sound system, the leather also continuing here, window switches here, Harman Kardon. Very good looking piano lock here. It doesn't look as bad as on many other cars. Harman Kardon here, the bottle plates, I really like that about BMWs. And check out the interior. Those seats are absolutely beautiful and luxurious. They look straight out of a BMW 7 Series. They even have a little BMW individual badge on them. And M seat belts, of course. And let's jump inside and talk about the inside. So people, on the inside here, the Nappa leather steering wheel, it is so luxurious and nice. A leather horn here. BMW knows that a luxury vehicle needs a leather horn. I'm sitting very good in here. You can adjust it in many ways. Alcantara roofliner here, even an Alcantara sunshade here, a little one, which also looks pretty nice. And the cockpit in here is very clean. Not a lot of buttons here. Even the climate is now here. You control it here, and the climate zone is in the screen. Many people won't like this. I'm also not the biggest fan of this, but this is how you control the vents where they're going. This is also for the climate, the max and the rear. The most important buttons when you can't see anything are here. Very nice crystal gear shifter, crystal start stop button, and crystal iDrive controller. That looks so nice. And the piano in here doesn't look that cheap. I don't know how they did it. It looks very nice for a piano interior. Sport mode, comfort, Eco Pro. Everything you can wish for. Some like carbon-like finish here. It's not carbon, but carbon-like finish. The X6 lights up here at night. It is in there. You can't touch it. Piano also here. Nappa leather here. The iDrive 8 screen. And look at these seats again. Those beautiful, amazing individual merino leather seats. Very high quality. The infotainment, this is where your apps are. You can do anything you want in here. You can also search it. This is where basically all your settings are for lighting, the Bundesliga, the drive recorder. We can even watch YouTube here. And you got loads of stuff here. This is the main menu, and then you press here. And then you get this view where you basically have your navigation, what you've set, whatever you've set. This is basically a shortcut menu. So you can set anything you want here. You can configure it yourself. And then you have a shortcut menu. This is for your climate. This is where you go to your apps. This is for your navigation. And this is for your music. So anything you could wish for. It is quite easy to find once you've spent some time with this car. And it's also got a very nice voice control. You can tell how to drive me there and there, and it does it. It is very neat, this car, and if you get used to this infotainment system, you will like it a lot. I love this here, that you have the color of your car, and when you turn on the indicator, it actually displays here. Look at this, I'm turning on the lights here. It is very nice and smart, this car. And let's take it out for a drive now to see how it performs. So people, let's now take out the BMW X6 40D for a drive. I'm currently already inside of the X6, as you can see. And the first thing you will instantly notice is actually how smooth and how silent this car actually is. You would think that a big car like this one would attract wind noises and stuff like this, but not in the X6. I've also took it to the Autobahn, drove 200 plus with it. It's absolutely no problem at all for this vehicle to drive 250 for 5 hours. It didn't attract any wind noise at all. It was super silent, and it is so fuel efficient. Right now currently gliding at, what is this, 3 liters, 4 liters at 80 kilometers per hour. It's crazy how fuel efficient this 40D engine is for such a big tank. And we've got an 8-gear transmission here, 352 horsepower, diesel, straight 6 turbo mild hybrid. And for that, it's actually pretty fuel efficient, over 2.3 tons of weight. And look at this here, we've got the power in percent as our gauge cluster. And I'm not a fan of this, because this is from the electric cars. You can get rid of it if you put the car into the S, then you get your RPMs back. But then you have the car in the S, it will shift later, it will be more sporty and stuff like this. So it kind of, if you want to see your RPMs, you have to drive the car sporty or put it into a sporty mode. Otherwise you can't see your RPMs. In the sport mode actually, or here in the Sport Plus, as I've said, in the Sport Plus it shifts way more aggressive. In the Sport and in the Sport Plus, you actually have a very loud distinguished noise. It has like a sound booster, but stock from BMW, a diesel sound, and you can hear it from the outside. I passed some friends and they've told me that you can hear this car very loud from the outside. Way louder than in the other modes, and that's also quite cool, because this is such a big tank, a big ship, and it deserves to have some sound. It's not like you're having a 2.0 4-cylinder Passat diesel and you're having sound. This thing deserves to have some sound because it is a big tank, looking very muscular, actually has some power. And that's why I quite like it, that we can have this option in the sport mode. Also, the whole ambient lighting fits to the sport mode, so if you press sport, the X6 will light up red there. The whole car theme will go to the sport, and in the comfort you can have any color you want, and in the Eco Pro it will go all blue in here. Let's give it some throttle here. As you can see, it's a very torquey diesel engine, what I really like, and what is really nice for the daily use. First thing I instantly noticed about this X6 when I got in is how amazingly soft the steering is. It feels like you're driving such a small car. Honestly, it's so light, the steering. I don't know how they did that. Maybe they borrowed some parts from the Rolls-Royce Cullinan or something like this. But the steering is so light in this vehicle. And in a car like this, you want to have a light steering because it's a big ship. You will drive it daily. You don't want to feel that ship feeling like in a G-Class. I absolutely hate it. It's like steering a tank and it's absolutely annoying. Here it feels smaller than a BMW 3 Series, honestly. And that's quite nice. The M Sport brake does a perfect job. It's a very nice brake. And let's give it full throttle here. Check out that 6-cylinder. Very good torque, good power. That's 100 already. You could overtake anyone with this car. It's so good for such a big ship. Let's turn on the cruise control here and let the car drive let the car drive me. Look, this is all braking by the car, and it is steering now, and it is also braking. I need to touch the wheel, but it works very well. You have great materials around you, Alcantara, leather everywhere. This iDrive 8 screen, which is actually quite easy to use. It's just annoying that you have to reach with your finger like that, but you also have an iDrive controller down here, so you don't have to reach with your fingers. But some stuff are hard to reach with the iDrive controller, and then you need to use your finger, and then it gets quite annoying because the screen is like a little bit far away. Great torque, honestly. This is not even an M model or something like this, and it pulls like there is no tomorrow, this X6. So people, all in all, I really like the X6. Look at this, and I put it now into the Sport Plus, it will shift really aggressive. Let's get full throttle here. It's quite fun in the Sport Plus. It has an aggressive shift, and all in all, the BMW X6 as a 40D is one of, or if not the best daily driver you could buy. And I absolutely love it. I've approved it. I've also compared it to the GLE 450D. Make sure to wait for that video if it isn't out already. That's a really interesting video comparing it to its direct competitor. I got them both in the same spec, both white with black interiors. And I hope I can bring you an X6M very soon. So people, I hope you enjoyed the review of the X6 40D. I gotta drive it now through some rain, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.